This keyboard comes with Razer's very controversial snap tap feature, and while there are already great videos on this topic, such as Optimum's, I have the keyboard here, and I want to give my own takes coming from the Counter-Strike movement cult. So let's do that right after Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is an automated service that lets you trade skins instantly for a fee, sign up now, and get up to $5 bonus. Simply add items from your inventory, then find skins that matches your current balance. Site offers live support 24/7. You can also top up your balance if you're missing a few dollars, and there's a lot of skins to choose from. Visit my link down below to get to Skins Monkey. First of all, I highly recommend going to Optimum's video on SnapTap. It covers basically everything you want to know. But the quick summary is that it removes the human error of overlapping your A and D keys when strafing. Counter strafes require you to press the opposite strafe key to get to a complete stop faster for better accuracy. But as humans, we sometimes make our counter strafes less effective by pressing both keys, even just for a split second. SnapTap just makes sure that you can't trigger both keys. That's basically it. So from a logical perspective, it works just like null binds, but on a hardware level. But this won't magically make you face it level 10. And as a newbie, you still have to learn how to counter strafe. This isn't some kind of magic fix to my aim, but there are some moments that very much give it away. Here's where I think SnapTap, after trying it out, gives you a little boost regardless of your skill. However, I think it's slightly more noticeable with movement-related stuff outside of just counter strafes. Long jumps, which are longer jumps because of fast multiple strafes to increase your velocity, become more effective if your strafes aren't overlapping. And that's what SnapTap removes. You still gotta be in sync with your strafes and know how to properly strafe, but doing this with SnapTap is still more reliable than without. My reasonable sample size shows that for this roof jump, going in blindly, not knowing if the feature is on or off thanks to my wife, my success rate is 25% higher with SnapTap. I mean, it makes sense. Pressing A and D simultaneously cancels out movement without using SnapTap, which means you will no longer move left or right, and even if it's just for a very short time, that interruption reduces the overall effectiveness of your long jumps. But again, this isn't some magical fix. You still need to practice proper strafing, and for this jump specifically, if you've never done it before, do not expect to be able to do it after using SnapTap. Wall bugging is a bug, or a feature, however you want to see it, that allows you to hug diagonal walls to get stuck to prevent fall damage. Wall bugging requires strafing with no overlaps against the wall to get stuck. With SnapTap as of right now, I can, even for very risky falls, still trigger a wall bug. It's like the moment I touch the wall, I'm able to pull it off. And that is a significant improvement. I also rolled back CSGO to join a KZ server. Yes, they still exist, and on my first two jumps I got a green and red score. I haven't KZ'd in CSGO since CS2 replaced it, so take that as you will. I get the overall sentiment that it's easier to get higher scores, which probably makes sense because null binds are famous for gaining a few extra units. Even automated B-hop strafes gave me a feeling of something pushing me forward. So if you're into KZ or just movement in general, and you love AD, and you haven't tried null binds, then SnapTap isn't just magically going to give you superpowers, but it's going to feel very rewarding, and you'll certainly feel some kind of improvement. Now, Robs is one of the pros that has been very vocal about SnapTap, and for good reasons. He also understands that this is basically null binds, and they are not allowed in tournaments, which makes you wonder how this feature is. Akumaite, senior esports ambassador for Razer, explained they also saw the concerns, but ultimately made sure tournament organizers would allow this feature, while still understanding the gray area of using it. If you look into ESL's rules under the CS game specific rules document section 293 called scripts, all scripts are illegal except for buy toggle weapons, quick switching, and jump throw scripts. So this makes it pretty clear. Scripts like null binds are not allowed, even though on a surface level they achieve the same thing. And technically speaking, since SnapTap isn't a script but a built-in feature on a keyboard, it is allowed. So the obvious workaround here, or loophole for the pros, is to buy a Razer keyboard with SnapTap. Or for better words, it's pay to win. Speaking of Razer keyboards, another interesting fact is that according to ProSettings.net, in the list of CS2 pros, around 1 out of 5 pros are using Razer keyboards, which comes with the SnapTap feature. It's actually the most used keyboard on this list, with second place being the Logitech G Pro X. Now, I'm not saying that just because they have Razer keyboards, they're using SnapTap. It's also possible that they are using the keyboard's other features, such as rapid trigger, which is a completely different topic. But for obvious reasons, if you're a pro and snap tap is allowed on the highest level, you'll definitely want to use it. It pretty much only comes with benefits. I mean, you gotta get used to it first because it does feel a bit odd from the beginning, but that's pretty much it. Which is why I'm expecting this list to be more and more Razer focused, or Wooting focused since they have Rappy Snappy. Now, I've been told that Razer has spoken to Valve about this feature, although I don't know the details. Let me put it this way, even if I think the chance is extremely slim that you'll get banned for using it, if you get one of these Razer keyboards with snap tap, you're responsible for your own actions. If I was Valve, I would start talking about this in some capacity, since the feature is obviously very controversial, it's trending for good reason, and it's only a matter of time before other companies find ways of baking scripts into their gaming products. It's a tough one, but really, where do you draw the line? Next time, we might get a mouse with built-in recoil reduction. Or perhaps next time we might get a mouse that has a scroll wheel, which allows us to spam any key we want to, for example, abuse jumping in order to... oh, wait. But jokes aside, let me know your thoughts down below, and please keep it civil. Peace.